Hello, wonderful souls. I'm coming to you today with a story. It was a transmission that I received, but also a story that I've lived for many years. And it's so that you know a little bit more about the journey that you can take with me and where I've come from to be able to be here with you. And it's a story of remembering. And it starts with the message, I am the light, I am the way, and I am the message. This was a download that I received many years ago now and questioned when it actually came through. I was like, really? That kind of message is, made for big book sort of stuff. And I contemplated for a while. I marinated in it, and it slowly seeped into my life until I actually came here into this world where we are now to be able to really stand and deliver that message. So, this is where that story comes from as it integrated into my life. So, I've always known, even when I didn't have the words, even when no one else around me believed or understood, I knew. As a child, I remembered things I'd never been taught. I couldn't, I could feel things that I'd lived before. There was more to this life than what we were being shown. I knew that. I remembered another place, another planet, another version of me. Not from fantasy, but from my soul. It didn't make sense back then, and it didn't make sense to others. And trying to explain it often meant silence because people didn't know how to respond. So I stopped speaking it out aloud. But I never stopped knowing. I always knew I was here for something more. I'd lived many lives within this one life, from trauma and abandonment to building businesses, raising children, surviving heartbreak, and healing others. I've held the weight of pain in my hands, both mine and others, through my massage work. And one day, while I was massaging someone, I received that message so clear it lit up my whole being. You are the light, you are the way, and you are the message. It shook me. I was a bit startled. Who was I to carry those words? I wasn't raised in religion. I didn't even really understand the story of Jesus deeply. But something in that message was beyond comprehension. It resonated. It wasn't an egoic claim, it was a divine remembering. It meant that I carry the frequency, I carry the healing. I help people come home to themselves. I've questioned it, I've doubted it, I've fallen apart more times than I can count. I've given out more than I've received back. But still, I continue because this is my truth. I help people remember who they are. I've walked through the shadows so I can guide others out of theirs. I've played the role of the victim so I could teach people how to break free from it. I've sat in the stillness and screamed in the pain so I could embody what it takes to heal. And I keep going, even when I'm exhausted, even when the return isn't immediate, because this is what I was born to do. People ask me what kind of coach I am. I say I'm a remembering. I'm the guide who reminds you of what you forgot. I hold the light so you can find your way. I don't want to play small anymore. I'm not here just to run a massage studio like I had been for over 25 years or hide behind a Facebook post in this online world. I want to be on stages, in homes, in hearts. I want to travel, speak, touch lives. I want to set souls on fire. Fire being that confidence, that courage, and that strength. Because I believe in a different way of living. Not Groundhog Day. Oh, I hate Groundhog Day. Not resentment for a life you never chose. But joy, depth, freedom, and truth. And here is the truth. The world needs a new model, a new way, a new voice, and I'm that voice. I'm one of those voices. Not because I have all the answers, but because I have the courage to ask the questions others are too afraid to speak. If I had just 10 minutes on a stage, I'd tell you, you are not broken, you are remembering. And once you remember who you are, nothing can stop you. And that's what I do. That's who I am. I'm Michelle Starr, the light, the way, and the message. And I'm here to help you come home to yourself.